Here are my top 6 back-to-school fragrances that's really going to fit every need. First up, we're going to start off strong for those of you that really like to be noticed with Afnan 9pm Rebel. And this basically just combines mass appeal with that attention-grabbing effect. This combines that warm pineapple feel from Absolut Aventus with that sweetness from Baccarat Rouge for something that's very affordable and very mass appealing. You get something fresh, fruity, warm, and sweet, which really just ticks off all the boxes for like anybody. And it's very loud, so depending on how you want to be noticed, I would probably control your sprays. Unless you're trying to be a menace, in which case spray away. Next up, we got something for you freshy lovers out there with Kotlaj Island Dreams. And this has gotten a lot of popularity for a reason. It's got that symphony DNA with a nice fresh, citrusy, sweet, floral kind of aspect that's really hard to not like. Not to mention, this is one of those fresh fragrances that actually lasts a really long time, which is great because you do want that fragrance to last all day until last period where your crush sits right next to you and you just want to hear that compliment. After that, we got a pretty unique blue fragrance for the entire year, and it is Hawthorne Night Swim. And this is basically a hidden gem that not enough people are talking about. It's got that blue fragrance sensibility, being aromatic, fresh, the juniper berry in here really carrying the fragrance. It's basically like a YEDP, but without all that cloying sweetness and a much cheaper price. So if blue fragrances are your thing and you want something very affordable, this is the one I'd highly recommend. Next up is for those of you that really like that gourmand boozy sweetness, and it is Rayhan Valhalla. And this is inspired by Angel Share Paradis. It's basically everything you love out of the original Angel Share DNA, but with a raspberry note in there that's really what makes it so good and different. It's still very boozy sweet, gourmand, neck breaking, so for those of you that really like gourmand fragrances, this is kind of a must-have. Next up actually just recently came out, and I feel like it could use a lot more attention, especially compared to its peers, and it is Atralia's Absolute Chill, which this is obviously inspired by Pacific Chill. And yes, there's a bunch of other inspired fragrances of that same DNA, but this does go about it a little different. Specifically, there's no fig or apricot sweetness in here, which for those of you that really don't like that kind of sweetness, that's actually a good thing. Instead, it kind of goes like a green fresh route, which for me does kind of enhance it in its own way. It still maintains that very bright citrusy DNA from the original, so if you're just trying to brighten someone's day, this is one I'd highly recommend. Before we get into the last one, shameless plug, and also perfect for going back to school, my fragrance Costa Azul is still available. It's basically a blue fragrance with a little bit of mango in it. It's got a very fresh citrus opening, a very nice clean aromatic lavender in the mid, and some woods and mango in the base, really just rounding it out. I have yet to find anyone that actually dislikes this fragrance, and it only gets better with time, so if all of that sounds good to you, highly recommend picking this up as soon as possible. And last on this list is actually a twist on one of the more popular niche DNAs out there that's extremely mass appealing. A nice sweet citrus opening, some woods in the background, a little bit of ambery warmth in there too. All of that put together makes up that Bulgari Tigar DNA that everyone's obsessed with right now, but this one has kind of a gourmand twist to it. Specifically, it's got a lemon sorbet note in there, which kind of just makes it a little bit more mass appealing and a little mouth-watering too. Not to mention, it's a lot longer lasting than the original. The only fragrance I could be talking about is Bravanzo Vestige.